Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, welcome back if you've seen my videos before. I'm working more on the actual combat animation. I will do more setting and scenery in the future, in the near future as well, because I will have a few days off over the weekend, or a few more days. But yeah, for this weekend I wanted to do actual more combat animation steps. I went over to animate both characters in each keyframe. Before I made one character with the walk, then the other character with the walk. But since they are now interacting with each other, I cannot simply make keyframe by keyframe for one character. I have to animate both of them at the same time. And I can tell you, animating combat is much harder than you would expect, or than I expected, definitely. Because there is a lot of movement involved. My original plan was to make this a minute, which is about 1800 keyframes, 1800 frames. Boils down to every 5 to 10 frames a keyframe, so about, I'd say, 600 to 800 to 1000 keyframes in total. I don't know if I have that kind of time. This video ends with, I think, 160 keyframe 165 or something, or 185. But yeah, I didn't make it to 200 in this video, and I actually wanted to do 100 keyframes, but I just didn't have enough time for this. So yeah, this will take a lot longer than expected, and I'm thinking about actually making it 30 seconds instead. That would be 900 keyframes. That sounds way more doable for now. But yeah, interesting thing is, yeah, I'm replaying Oblivion Remastered, or I'm playing Oblivion Remastered, and the interesting thing is, when I now play it, I can see a lot of different stuff about the animation. For example, the combat animations are very, very, I don't want to say basic, but they have a few animations. Like, they have 3 slashes for the short sword, for example, and those are always the same. They're independent of the enemy, and I can see how this is the obvious choice, the only choice, if you want to make a video game. But since this is a fixed animation with 2 characters, this is just a video, I can make this a bit more detailed. But actually making animations for a video game would be interesting, so I will definitely go and do that as well after I finish this animation. So once I'm finished, I will make more combat animations, but it will mostly be yeah, like combat loops where you can loop the single strikes and attacks and blocks, so that they would actually be usable. Just because I want to see how this all works and how this plays out. This is basically just me interested. For this specific animation here, I'm trying to make this as balanced as possible between the 2 characters. So this is basically attack into block into counter attack into counter block. They basically exchange their blows. And yeah, that's basically all I did. As you can see, one issue that I had, or that I will have, is the staff is as following the right hand when I actually it should follow the left. I'm not really sure why I did that. I will check if I can change the controlling hand, if I can still change that, or if that is locked by now. And what happens if I change it? Will it break everything I did before? If it breaks everything I did before, I will keep it in the right hand, but actually I would want this to follow the left hand. I'm not really sure why I made this follow the right hand instead. Must be my mistake, but it is what it is. Also, since she is using the staff out of both hands as well, this is a bit of an animation issue for me. Because yeah, she basically lets go with her right hand, which is the controlling hand for the staff at the time I made this part. So yeah, until she gets the hand back on it, it was kind of hard to animate because I had to move the staff separately, and that also makes it float sometimes. So you can see a few keyframes in between just for the staff, which I made to yeah, put the staff back in her hand so it doesn't float that much. You can't really see it that good in the animation, thankfully, because it is a third of a second each time that the staff is floating while both characters are moving. And I can probably, when I do this in DAS, I can probably trick around with the camera, obscure this with the characters' bodies so you can't see what happens. At least that is my plan. Yeah. Thankfully, the other character, the Sword and Shield Maiden, doesn't have that problem. The only thing I have to look out for her is that the shield does not clip, because the shield follows only the hand. It is not fixed to the arm, so when I tilt the hand, obviously the shield will tilt as well, and I have to make sure that it is kind of in place all the time. So yeah, fun thing here is on this particular scene, when I actually made this, I saw that the staff would clip through the head. It would actually hit her. So what I had to do is I had to rearrange a bit of the a bit. You can see that the staff is almost hitting her. This was like a very narrow evade, but this was so close that I had to put something in between. So I had her block it actually with the shield. And made sure that she dodges out of the way, and she has her sword ready to strike. So I also made the staff fightress go into a block, which also explains why she didn't go through with the move. But yeah, you can see how the staff behaves independent of her. I actually checked if she would have even hit her, if she even had to block. But yeah. The only thing that I don't have is sound for this. So I don't know if I will find some free of charge combat sounds for this that I can use, or whatever else, or if I have to just make them myself. Could ask my sister, who did some sword fighting back in the day, and she might have some swords, so I can make the sounds myself. I don't know yet, but yeah, I'm thinking about adding sounds to the final product. Anyway, that's it basically for this video. I will put up what I currently have in a Cascadeur on top of the screen, so you can see how this looks so far. And yeah, that's basically what I have right now. At the end, they are both going, or yeah, putting some distance in between each other after the first exchange of blows, they are basically stepping back into a standard position. But yeah, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe. I'll see you guys around.